Hello everybody, I'm Sarah, I'm 41 and I'm currently in recovery from anorexia nervosa and compulsive exercise, and this is my story. So I was diagnosed with anorexia nervosa in August 2017 and it is now February 2020. So people will probably class me as quite late onset anorexia. I've had that much therapy to tell me to not worry too much about where it came from and focus a lot more on where I'm going and how I'm going to actually get rid of this illness once and for all. But my journey's been, like I said, I was diagnosed in August 2017. I started full-time day service at a local day service hospital from September 2017. I was then an inpatient for 9 months at a mental health hospital. I came out of the inpatients in March 2018 and then can only describe what was an absolute cataclysmic relapse. My weight had gone up whilst I was in full-time hospital, and I was weight restored in inverted commas, but nothing really had changed in terms of neural rewiring, which is what I've discovered is the most important bit. I was fortunate enough from September 2018 to start CAT therapy, cognitive analytical therapy, which was fabulous, but it was the triangle for me between cognitive analytical therapy, occupational therapy and nursing that really made a huge difference to my what I class as my real recovery. So in January 2019, after a New Year's at my father-in-law's, who, when I said that my New Year's resolution was to be 10 kilos heavier, he just reframed it by saying 10 kilos healthier. I then went back to Middlesbrough in the early January and back to day service, and was threatened with another inpatient process because my weight had spiraled and my heart and everything again was on its absolute knees. And there was something about that, plus my cognitive analytical therapy, coming to kind of a conclusion that triggered something. So I say that I started what I call my real recovery in January 2019, and I'm very, very happy to say that after a year of absolute blood, sweat, tears, guts, challenge, repeat, rigor, that I can now sit here talking to you after a full year of real recovery and class myself as being 98% recovered. I no longer class myself as suffering from anorexia, but the things that I've learned and what I've developed through this year will stay with me for the rest of my life, and I would love, if I was given the opportunity, to ever help any of you lot out there. So my journey is one of commitment, one of making a decision. So in January 2019, I decided that enough was enough. I stopped listening to that voice in my head, started batting it away as often as I possibly could, went through a cycle and a phased gradual exposure of fears and challenges and rewiring and challenge repeat, feeling terrible, feeling dreadful, breaking down on my kitchen floor, eating the entire kitchen at 4 o'clock in the morning and then getting up and still having breakfast the next day, walking into cafes and having to say things out loud, because that was something that one of the techniques that I did, making people's lives around me really, really difficult, but we were all in it, knowing that this was going to be it. This phased and gradual approach was going to be what made me ultimately well. And after a year of real committed hard work, I'm here, I'm living, I'm breathing, life's good, and I think maybe am I just a slight symbol that with full commitment and an understanding that this is going to be really tough, that we can do it. We can recover from anorexia recovery. Anorexia nervosa can be no more if we fully commit to recovery. So that's my story in brief. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.